Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Richard. Huge thanks to Richard and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Richard reached out asking for help rounding out his collection. He told me he's got decks across the gamut of archetypes, but wanted a deck with partners, as no one in his playgroup has one of those. So after some discussion, we decided to build a landfall deck with a bit of reanimation. Leading his deck is the partner pairing of Ravos and Kodama. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Ravos Soul Tender is a 5-mana 2/2 legendary human cleric with flying and partner. He gives other creatures we control +1/+1. Additionally, at the beginning of our upkeep, we may return a creature card from our graveyard to our hand. Kodama of the East Tree is a 6-mana 6/6 legendary spirit with reach and partner. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under our control, we may put a permanent with equal or lesser mana value from our hand onto the battlefield. Of course, this ability doesn't trigger itself, so you can't just dump your whole hand onto the battlefield. But what you can do is go infinite with Kodama, a landfall trigger that makes a creature, and a bounce land. You just have the bounce land return itself to your hand, resolve the landfall trigger, that token triggers Kodama, allowing you to put a 0-mana permanent onto the battlefield. Oh look! Where did this land come from? This land that returns a land to the battlefield when it enters. Infinite creatures. But what are we going to do with infinite creatures? Watch and find out, dear viewer. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. I know I'm sponsored, so you may not believe me, but Ultimate Guard katanas are the best sleeves on the planet. They have gorgeous colors like these green ones, are durable and long-lasting, and an absolute joy to shuffle. Let Ultimate Guard protect your cards with katanas. Pick yours up today at your local game store, or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Marsh Flats, Verdant Catacombs, Windswept Heath, Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, Wooded Foothills, Indatha Triome, Godless Shrine, Overgrown Tomb, Temple Garden, Vault of Champions, Undergrowth Stadium, Bountiful Promenade, Shattered Sanctum, Deathcap Glade, Overgrown Farmland, Shadowy Backstreet, Underground Mortuary, Lush Portico, Shine Shadow Snarl, Necroblossom Snarl, Fortified Village, Orzhov Basilica, Golgari Rot Farm, Selesnya Sanctuary, Bajuka Bog, Field of the Dead, 2 plains, 1 snow-covered plains, 2 swamps, 1 snow-covered swamp, 3 forests, and 3 snow-covered forests. We're splitting our basics to help trigger Field of the Dead. Also, we've got a few extra forests to help us cast our ramp early on. Speaking of which, for mana ramp, we're running Tireless Provisioner, Lotus Cobra, Ice Till Explorer, Sakura Tribe Elder, Solemn Simulacrum, Karametra God of Harvests, Smothering Tithe, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, 3 Visits, Nature's Lore, Burgeoning, Exploration, Azusa Lost But Seeking, Ramanup Excavator, Crucible of Worlds, Conduit of Worlds, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach. Lots of ways to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. If you're wondering whether or not we've got more lands and ramp than normal, you're not wrong. We are a landfall deck after all. Our card advantage package consists of Eternal Witness, Karmic Guide, Sun Titan, Tireless Tracker, Emeria Shepherd, Beast Whisperer, Journey to Eternity, Fauna Shaman, Demonic Tutor, and Phyrexian Arena. Lots of ways to dig through our deck or bring cards back that were taken from us by our evil opponents. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Night of Autumn, Ravenous Chupacabra, Spore Frog, Shriekmaw, Reclamation Sage, Selfless Spirit, Acidic Slime, Beast Within, Generous Gift, and Assassin's Trophy. Since we're also focused on reanimation in this deck, I wanted to focus on creatures that we could bring back over instants and stacks effects. Our board wipes consist of Dam, Farewell, and Toxic Deluge. Powerful and flexible, just what you want in a board wipe. The core of our deck consists of Scoot Swarm, Avenger of Zendikar, Rampaging Baloths, Felidar Retreat, Mossborn Hydra, Obnixilis the Fallen, Retreat to Hagra, Springheart Nantuko, Zendikar's Royal, Emeria Angel, the Necroblossom, and Shieldred Whispering One. Supporting our plan, we've also got Corpse Knight and Elisil Kor Sadistic Pilgrim. Wanted to be able to kill our opponents when we create infinite creatures after all. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 61 mana sources split between 41 lands and 20 pieces of ramp. I know that's a lot, but we're a landfall deck, so lands coming into play is key to our plan. 10 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Farewell and Bojuka Bog, 1 sudden I win card in our bounce lands. I've already explained that combo. Making infinite creatures should be enough to win us the game. Unless someone has a Rakdos Charm or an Ink Shield, of course. But Corpse Knight and Elisil Kor Sadistic Pilgrim get around that. But even without that combo, we could probably kill the table with Retreat to Hagra. We'll have tons of landfall triggers, and draining everyone out quickly seems fun. Do you have a landfall deck? What about a deck led by partners? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't have made these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alec, Conga, Robert, Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.